Probably true. Yeah, it looked like that's exactly what was happening there.
It was passing for a side mare, but she had a handful of hair, I think. We've seen Despina once before. She is a rugged competitor. I think you get that idea already.
GWH TV, bringing you classic wrestling action sanctioned by the Georgia Wrestling History Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another exciting episode of Georgia Wrestling History TV on the Georgia Wrestling History News Network. I had a pretty exciting 4th of July. How about you?
It was pretty cool. It was pretty nice not to come hang out with you for the week or do anything or even be on the air. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, everybody kind of needs a break around the holiday, Yeah. It's just like, just chill out.
Chicka-chicka.
Definitely. Well, before we kick things off, again, I'm Kenny J, here with John Stoney Cannon. And it's Ladies' Night.
It's Ladies' Night
on Georgia Wrestling History TV.
Right. Yes, it's Ladies' Night, even though we premiere in the morning.
At 7 a.m.
Something like that, yeah.
Right, but they get posted at night, late at night, but I don't know.
Well, that's right, because, there was nothing more fun in the 80s, 70s too, the likes of Farrah Fawcett in her bathing suit, Demi Moore as part of the Brat Pack. I mean, man, I'm telling you, it was enough to just make me want to put on my jacket and make me look good, because I know with the new 80s do going on that there may be some ladies out there, and I know but he's single, so just saying, ladies.
Cool, great. So we've got a wild lineup of ladies matches for you tonight, and kicking things off with our opening bell match, we've got Miss Lisa Monroe versus Sandy Sofine.
And is she so fine? You think she's so fine?
I guess we'll just have to see here in just a second. So we're going to go on down to CWA Memphis in 1989.
I wonder if she's like anywhere near as hot as Ferris Bueller's Girlfriend was. Man, I don't know. Even at my age now, I watch that movie and I just think that pool scene, good Lord. No wonder his friend fell over frontward off the diving board into the pool. She was hot.
Okay, so without further ado, let's jump to our opening bell match. We'll be back in just a sec.
Well, in the ring right now, we have Sandy Sofine, who's going to be the opponent for the MWA Ladies Champion. Here she comes. She's wearing the belt. Lisa Monroe stepping up on the ringside right now. This will be a 1-fall, 10-minute time limit match. Jerry Calhoun will be refereeing. The instructions from the referee, and Lisa hands the belt out. Here we go. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit. Lisa wasting absolutely no time going to work on Sandy Sofine. Sandy off the ropes. Lisa pops her down to the mat again. Using the left arm, takes her down to the mat. Lisa putting the heat on that left arm. Ooh, Sandy shoves her down to the mat. A little hair pulling going on there. A lot of hair pulling going on there, as a matter of fact. The MWA Ladies Champion round behind. You see the chin lock she has. She's got a good chin lock on Sandy Sofine. Brings the arms back. Puts the boot in her back. Ronnie P. Joker Gossett out here. Gossett, what are you doing here? Sandy has her feet taken away from her, and Lisa with a step over toe hold had the shoulders down, but Sandy nailed her then. Lisa flipped across the ring. There's a slam by Sandy Sofine. Ronnie P. Gossett's happy. Yeah, things are going his way. pulling again by Sandy Sofine. Lisa Monroe on the mat. And she had a chin lock on Sandy Sofine earlier. Sandy returning the favor right here. Got a reminder for you. Tonight, CWA Wrestling will be in Nashville at the Fairgrounds Sports Arena. Also tonight in Central City, Kentucky. Superstar Bill Dundee, Dustin Rhodes, Dirty White Boy, and Black Bart will be on that card. And Sunday night, September 10th, you fans in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Hey, here's a count of 1, 2, and 3. And that's it. As Lisa Monroe, the MWA Ladies Champion, not defending the belt here today, but she comes out with a great victory.
Well, that was just a killer opening bell match, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, anytime you can have a nice 80s women's match, I mean, even in the late 80s, they were still doing those onesies and stuff like that. I mean, I know
that She-Hulk thing going on.
You know, I know in this day and age, I mean, I know, you know, you watch wrestling now, and I know, you know, it's like nothing but TNA pretty much. And, you know, half of them wear next to nothing. But, you know, I kind of like my women a little bit more left to the imagination.
A little bit more modest, you know. Yeah.
You know, and I don't really want them flying all over the place. I want them rolling around on the mat. Well, you know what I mean. Wrestling. I like my ladies to wrestle. Yeah.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, let's move on into our Made in the South segment, where, of course, we focus on some wrestlers that got their start in the South before they went on to bigger and better things.
Yep, and this one's a great one because this features, like, Kenny's childhood crush, who's actually originally from South Carolina, even though when Kenny had the crush on her as a teenager, she was already, like, 70 or something like that.
I guess I must have been watching some old videos.
Yeah. And that would be the fabulous Moolah. And she's tagging up with Toni Rose. Sorry. And they're taking on who?
They're taking on Susan Green and Joyce Grable.
Two ladies I got to hang out with a while back. A few years ago at a kind of like a fundraiser for any wrestler that got hurt. And if you ever watch the Wrestling for Jesus documentary, that event is actually featured in there. And so yeah, so it's pretty cool to show up and for an event to help out one of the local small indie wrestlers and walk in and go, "Hey ladies, what you doing over there?" Although they wouldn't let me take my picture with them together. Oh. So even years later, so it's all good. But anyway, I mean, I know you're excited.
Yeah, I mean tag matches are always a good time.
I mean, your crush, Fabulous Moolah, right here.
Yeah, I mean, I've grown up a little since then.
Yeah, but so is she. I mean, she's grown up and beyond since then. So
yeah, so let's check them out in their heyday.
Let's check them out. Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this special ladies tag team event, one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing the ladies' World's Wrestling Champion from Columbia, South Carolina, the fabulous Moolah. The fabulous Moolah. Her team partner, one half of the world's tag team champions, Miss Toni Rose. Toni Rose. Their opponents from Texas, Miss Susan Green. Susan Green. Her team partner from Columbus, Georgia, Miss Joyce Grable. Joyce Grable.
There you have it, Joyce Grable and Susan Green going up against the fabulous Moolah and Toni Rose. The fabulous Moolah and Toni Rose, both extremely rough competitors. They'll break or bend the rules anytime they choose. And there you see Toni Rose wasting no time doing exactly that. Series of snapmares using Susan Green's long blonde hair as a leverage. Toni Rose blasting away at the midsection of Susan Green again. Toni Rose makes the tag. The fabulous Moolah moves in. Moolah chop across the throat now of Susan Green. Another snapmare again using the hair. These are a double tough pair of ladies. the referee has his hands full here trying to keep law and order in the ring. Again, the tag is made. Toni Rose coming up. Susan Green trying to get over to tag up with Judy Grable. Unable to make the tag. Lateral body press by Toni Rose. Susan Green powers out. Susan Green trying to get back to her feet. Snap mirrored to the canvas again by Toni Rose. You saw the fabulous Moolah utilizing some footwork there. You know, the way Toni Rose is standing on the hair of Susan Green, so she's powerless to move. Tag is made again now. Fabulous Moolah moves in. Lateral body press. Susan Green powers out once again. Susan Green trying to get over to tag up now. Makes the tag with Judy Grable. Grable into the ring. Judy Grable moving in, pounding away at Toni Rose. And headstand into a head scissors. Toni Rose backing up Judy Grable. Stalking her, watching her carefully. Moves in, powers away at the midsection. Slams one into the chest of Toni Rose. Toni Rose whipped into the far turnbuckle now. Judy Grable moving in again. Forearm smash. And Susan Green gets a chance to settle a bit of a score. The fabulous Moolah moving in now, being warned by the referee and being sent back out of the ring. The fabulous Moolah now lashing out with a foot, being warned by the referee. Judy Grable in trouble as Moolah closes in on her again. And Judy Grable has a lot of problems now with this team of Toni Rose and the fabulous Moolah. Moolah putting the full weight of her body across the throat of Judy Grable. Now Toni Rose back into the ring, and she continues to use the boots on the stomach of Judy Grable. Grable beginning to cough and gag somewhat as those boots were taking their effect. She's staggered again. Forearm smash, tries to make it over to tag up with Susan Green, but not quite. You could just see her hand appearing on the screen, but not close enough for a tag. Toni Rose, snap mare on, and Judy Grable makes a tag with Susan Green. Susan Green moves in. Susan Green, a tall young lady, but great ability. Came up with a good flying drop kick. She's back on her feet now. Putting a boot to the midsection of Toni Rose. And she uncorked a haymaker there. She has those long muscles with good punching power. Toni Rose. Trying to make the tag, but the referee did not allow it. Trying to get back over to tag up if she can. A test of strength here between the two. Tag was made, and it was Judy Grable coming in. Has her in a bow and arrow here, and Toni Rose trying to get over to tag up with her partner, the fabulous Moolah, the women's world champion. And Moolah Trying to make the tag. Susan Green jostled those ropes, and the Fabulous Moolah dumped rather unceremoniously on the canvas, much to the joy of the spectators here at the television sports arena. Toni Rose holding the advantage now on Susan Green. Boot to the midsection of Susan Green, administered by Moolah. Green back on the canvas again. Susan Green trying to get back to her feet now as Toni Rose continues to ply her trade and administer as much damage as she can. Judy Grable trying to render some assistance here. Moolah moving in. Smashes a fist into the abdomen of Susan Green, now choking her. Lashes out again with a foot. Another snap mare takes Susan Green to the canvas. And Susan Green able to upend her. Neither woman able to score a pinfall here. Foot to the side of the face of Susan Green. A headbutt by the Fabulous Moolah that puts Green to the canvas. Another headbutt that puts Green down. Susan Green coming up very, very slowly. Toni Rose smashing away at the top of her head now. Snapmare. Susan Green makes the tag. Judy Grable moves back into the ring. Flying drop kick by Judy Grable. Grable moves in again. He caught her again with another flying drop kick. Good deal that time. And Judy Grable started to come in. Fabulous Moolah caught her in the midsection, stunned her long enough for the 3 count. Caught her coming through the ropes long enough for the 3 count. There are your winners, the Fabulous Moolah and Toni Rose.
Welcome back, everybody, to another Viral Pro Wrestling Report. It's been a while since we've had one of these. We are just a little over a month out from the previous Viral Pro Wrestling show, but that means we're just under a month away from the next show, Infection 2, where Chris Mayne and Six will take each other on in an I Quit match. And we're also going to have a match there between Tracer X and Chip Day. But also, just announced within like the last few days, is going to be an intergender tag match between Lenny Stratton and Nicole Payne and Owen Knight and Kiera Hogan. Those 2 teams are going to be taking each other on. And also, Buff the Stuffed Bagwell.
We love you, Buff!
Is going to be there in action, taking pictures, doing signings. So come on out for that. It's going to be quite exciting to see him there. And I believe that is all the news I have for you today on the VPW front. So stick around. I'll be back here in just a second with Stoney, and we're going to continue the show. We'll see you in a bit.
Attention, Viral Pro Wrestling fans! VPW has been infecting the CSRA for an entire year, and it's time to go back to where it all began, with Viral Pro Wrestling Infection 2. Come on out to the Sweetwater Gym in Thompson, Georgia on Saturday, August 12th for VPW's most infectious show to date. Many of your favorite superstars will be there, including Anthony Henry, Kiera Hogan, White Mike, The Ugly Ducklings, And for the first time in VPW, WCW and NWO superstar Buff the Stuff Bagwell takes it to the ring. Plus, the event you've waited all summer for, the I Quit match between Champion 6 and #1 contender Chris Mayne. All this and much more hits the mat on Saturday, August 12th at Sweetwater Gym for Viral Pro Wrestling Infection 2. Viral Pro Wrestling infecting the CSRA.
Nice to be back here with you standing next to me again after that exciting VPW report.
And I don't know about you, but I am very excited for August 12th. Get out in Thompson. I missed the last one. It's going to be a really, really cool anniversary show.
Oh, yeah.
We got some muscle going to be there. So that's going to be pretty cool.
Love stuff.
So
Yeah.
Great job. Great. What do you think? Great job once again on the VPW report from our very own version of Kenny G, Kenny J.
You're all right. I don't play any instruments, but...
So, I mean, sometimes you blow. All right, so what do we got coming up next? I think we got some GCW.
Yeah, it's our Georgia Championship Wrestling on Georgia Wrestling History TV segment. We've got a match between Joyce Grable from earlier and also the Fabulous Moolah from earlier.
That's right. We're changing it up this week for our ladies special. Usually we follow around the month, but we're going to, since we took a break, we're going to push that till later in the month. So this GCW match is... not really from the time period, but it is a Georgia Championship Wrestling TV match nonetheless. And it's a championship match.
Yeah, so it belongs on the show.
It belongs on the show. So, because we are the champions, my friends.
Yeah.
So, and this one works out really, really good because you have two wrestling legends, two female wrestling legends with a heavy connection to the South. And you have Kenny J here with a heavy connection to this show, and you have his childhood crush all rolled into one, so it doesn't get more thematic than that.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, without further ado, let's jump into this this amazing match from old-timey GCW.
Chicka chicka.
One fall with television time remaining for the Ladies World's Wrestling Championship. Introducing first the challenger. She's won that right by winning the tournament up till today's finals. She's from Columbus, Georgia. Introducing Miss Joyce Grable. Joyce Grable. Ladies and gentlemen, her opponent from Columbia, South Carolina, the world's ladies wrestling champion, the Fabulous Moolah. The Fabulous Moolah.
The Fabulous Moolah going up against Joyce Grable. Moolah defending her title there. You see the Women's World Championship belt. This is under the sanction of the National Wrestling Alliance, but champion really not acting like a lady here at all. She's never taken off her jacket. She's after Joyce Grable. This match, of course, received special dispensation from the NWA for a television championship with TV time remaining. Obviously, normally this match would be one fall, 1 hour. But the NWA agreed to this special match. And Moolah, realizing the critical importance of this match, charging after Joyce Grable. Also realizing, of course, that Joyce Grable by far the most popular women wrestlers, and she is the daughter of Georgia, so there's a lot of hometown, if you will, feeling about this match. Moolah. Tried and tested champion is double tough. As you can see, we'll mix it up with the best of them. Takedown by Grable. Joyce Grable with the takedown. Moolah catches her in a head scissors. And a highly partisan crowd here cheering for Joyce Grable. Hopes that she may be able to upend the champion and win the title. Saying that she was about to escape from that head scissors, trying to inflict a little more punishment. Good leg dive by Grable in an inside step over. And again, it is Moolah having problems as Joyce Grable inflicting a lot of punishment on that left leg. She'll take out a point of balance and a point of attack here. Referee having his problems with the champion, and she was desperate. She makes it to the ring ropes. And so Moolah favoring that injured leg down. Grable too wary to charge in. And again, Moolah on those ropes, and it is Grable taking her way in an inside step over again. Strictly concentrating on the left leg of the women's world champion, the fabulous Moolah. Moolah was able to break it up, reverse the situation with her into the ropes. The referee calls for the break. Again, Moolah lashes out with a foot on the break. Forearm across the back, a snap mare that has Grable down. Moolah using the blonde tresses of Joyce Grable to her own advantage. Grable brings her up, but Moolah does not relinquish the hold and still keeps a side headlock on Joyce Grable. Might just take a moment here to compliment the capability of getting a World's Women's Championship match on television. This is indeed a rarity. Well, there were some very high figures indeed paid to fabulous Moolah to agree to appear and defend their title. That is possibility there, the referee questioning Moolah about some of her tactics, including possibility of using her teeth, and it is Moolah caught nicely executed standing head scissors. Double leg dive by Joyce Grable. As Moolah the giant swing. And as Grable started to crash down on her, it was Moolah rolling out of her way, and Grable's in trouble now. And it is Grable rolling out of the way, and Moolah suffering the same fate. Both of them stunned, have the wind knocked out of them. Grable moves in. Open-handed slap across the chest. Moolah powers out before the count of three, and a near fall, a near pin for Joyce Grable. Caught again and driven to the canvas. Grable coming up a little faster than the champion, and now the women's champion tied up on those ropes. And Moolah hanging upside down, finally being freed by the referee. Grable. Again, a near fall. Joyce Grable. Several near falls on the women's world champion. Moolah whipped off the rope. caught Grable coming in. Referee warning the champion, Moolah, getting in one more shot on the break. Referee again calling. That boot to the side of the head now could have Grable in trouble also. Open-handed slap across the chest has Grable on the canvas again. Moolah pulling at those blonde tresses again, chops her in the throat. And again, Grable fires out. Moolah moving in against her opponent. Brings her up. Full body slam, lateral press. Again, Grable powers out. Women's World Championship on the line. Grable has her up, full slam. And it is Grable hurdled outside the ring. Possibly an act of desperation on the part of Moolah. Possibly be tiring somewhat. Grable outside the ring, the count is on. And as Grable tried to get back into the ring, Moolah shot a knee into her face. And it is Grable catching her. Grable bringing up a full body slam on the concrete outside the ring. A full slam, and one certainly can't blame Joyce Grable. She had been attacked from outside the ring, and Moolah coming up very slowly. The count is on 4. And as Grable charged in, Moolah caught her with a shoulder in the midsection. Snap mare that has Grable on the canvas again. The reversal by Grable. And that time as she charged in, Moolah caught her with a foot. Grable rolling out of the way is Moolah. Now up with the airplane spin. And Moolah did not relinquish her hold. Moolah, obviously very dizzy from that airplane spin, but nonetheless successfully retains the Women's World Championship.
It's always good to go back, look at the classics.
Oh, yeah.
Classics, especially the GCW classics. That's some good stuff. It's always some good stuff.
There you go. Old school ladies with belts. Love it.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Speaking of old...
Women, accessories, it all fits.
Definitely. And speaking of women with belts, our main event tonight is going to be between the NWA Ladies Champion, Debbie Combs, and Despina Montagas.
Ooh, that just sounds sexy.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. I hope the main event is just as alluring as her name.
Mm-hmm, sure should be. But this is a non-title match.
Yeah.
So
nobody's losing any belts.
Nobody's losing any belt. Maybe a little bit of hair.
Yeah.
Who knows? But we assure you that despite the lack of putting up the belt on the line, this match will be no less thrilling.
So I say let's get to the thrills.
Heck yeah.
Let's dive on in.
Match, non-title match. Debbie Combs going against Despina Montagas. And referee Jerry Calhoun up there. About set to get him going. Debbie Combs, the holder of the Ladies NWA Championship belt. She's handing it to the referee, who passes it out of the ring for safekeeping. Now, again, this is not a title match today.
Despina wrestles out of Tampa, Florida. Debbie out of Nashville, Tennessee. Off come the Jackets. Despina comes in at about 158 pounds. And we are about ready for the action to begin. Here we go.
All right, Despina Montagas, the Greek goddess of power, she calls herself. Going against the ladies champion right now. Debbie Combs flipped back into the ring by Despina Montagas. Despina with the headlock from the side. Puts her down to the mat. Crowd said Despina was pulling hair. We couldn't see from our angle, neither could the referee, but probably true. Yeah, it looked like Looks like that's exactly what was happening there.
It was passing for a side mare, but she had a handful of hair, I think. We've seen Despina once before. She is a rugged competitor. I think you get that idea already if this is the first time that you have seen her. But the young lady that she's going against is no slouch either. We remember back when the U.S. ladies title held for a long time by Debbie's mother, Cora Combs.
Miss Cora Combs, yes indeed. Long-time champion.
All right.
Good headlock. Reversal by Debbie Combs, and Despina Montagas uses the bottom rope. Puts that left boot over the rope. Referee wants a break and gets it.
Debbie, I think, getting a little irritated with the tactics of Despina Montagas. Uh-oh.
Despina into the side headlock again. It worked before, so try it again. The hair pulling worked before, too. She was going to try that, it looked like. Now she fires Debbie into the rope. Those lines are coming off. Let's cover. One. Out of one is all there is this time, though.
The Greek goddess of power out of Tampa, Florida, Despina Montagas right now in the driver's seat, but a nice reversal from Debbie. Backdrop, and Montagas down hard.
Montagas hitting the mat on her back. Debbie Combs with a good right hand drove her back into the ropes. Leaps over right into the referee.
Nice, really.
Jerry Calhoun is down. There's a cover by Debbie Combs.
Debbie covers it.
What is this? Joe LeDuc.
LeDuc grabs a hold of Debbie. What are you doing in the ring, LeDuc? That crazy son of a gun. He's got no business even being anywhere near it. Nails Debbie down, puts Montagas over the top of her, and there goes LeDuc. Interfering in a match he had no earthly business of being around, and the referee counts 1, 2, 3. So,
well, that was quite an exciting ladies' night. What are you looking for, Stoney?
Well, usually when I hang out with a bunch of gals, I usually end up with a whole bunch of numbers, and I don't see any phone numbers. And did you get all the phone numbers this time?
I mean,
I think you got all the phone numbers. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. We probably just misplaced them.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh,
That's here.
one of them left a souvenir.
Okay. Well.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, we probably just misplaced those numbers. It's okay. It's okay. Nothing to worry about. We're gonna be fine. We're good to go. But yeah, that was quite an exciting ladies' night here on Georgia Wrestling History TV. Before we blast off again, we would like to thank you for watching. As always, check out the stuff here below. This blog spot link URL. And check out the Georgia Wrestling History blog. It's a cool site. They got all kinds of stuff going on.
Including.
Yeah, I was segueing into that.
Segue.
Yeah, okay. But go ahead.
Including on Fridays, the latest addition to GWH Radio, the new program, GWH TV Talk.
That's right.
With ours truly, as well as featuring most of the time promoter Mike Garrett and coach, former wrestling referee Will Wheeler.
Definitely. It's a good group of folks. They got a lot to talk about.
And we don't really talk about anything important. We just talk about what we like. It's a fan thing. So we just sit around, and sometimes we kind of connect it to the video show, this TV show that you're watching here. But most of the time, we just pick something random out of the blue that might be right around the time period in history. We talk about it, and yeah, we have fun, and sometimes we even have wrestling on in the background.
Yeah, it's always a good time. So check that out on Fridays. And, of course, yet again, come on out to the Sweetwater Gym in Thompson, Georgia on August 12th for Infection 2. It's Viral Pro Wrestling's 1-year anniversary show. We'll be there. Come see us. All kinds of exciting stuff. Buff Bagwell is going to be there. Chris Main and Six having their I Quit match. The there's all kinds of just madness going down. And we're going to have more to talk about next week on this event. So stay tuned for more information. Once again, I've been Kenny J. He's been John Stoney Cannon.
I quit.
And we're about to get out of your hair, so see ya.